Hello, welcome to Current News. I'm your host, Chris Davis, and today we're going to do a movie review of Deadpool 2. So, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler warning, there are going to be a few spoilers, and if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to hear any spoilers, please click off this video, watch the film, and come back. Or if you don't care for spoilers, or if you've already seen the film, please continue to watch. So with that being said, let's get into the review. So, Deadpool 2. So, my thoughts on this film was that it was a good film. I enjoyed it. It had its drawbacks, though. I thought that the first one was better, but this is still a good film. I still really enjoyed it. News reports said that it beat Avengers Infinity War's opening. So that speaks for itself. But to me, I like Infinity War way better than Deadpool 2. So just so you all can know that. What I liked about this film, what really stood out to me, was the jokes. The jokes are really funny. This film is very funny. The jokes on the liners, the one-liners, and this sequel are better than the previous one. So I was laughing quite a bit in this film. Another thing that was a drawback, but I liked, was in this film. It was really about Deadpool having a character development, his character changing. So in the previous film, if you watch that, if you haven't seen this film, I'm sorry, it's been out a little over 2 years now. But in the first Deadpool, Deadpool, all he was doing was killing the villains. Colossus was trying to convince him not to kill villains. Let the system take care of it. Let them have their day in court with a judge and jury, and let them face justice that way. But Deadpool couldn't do it. His idea was that these people, they have it coming. They deserve to die. But what we see in Deadpool 2 is that he's finally learning that lesson that Colossus was trying to teach him. Don't kill the villains. Stop them from whatever they're doing. But after that, let the system and the law take care of them. And so that's what Deadpool was wrestling with in this film, trying to do that. And eventually, in the end, he does it. Instead of killing the villain, he decides to spare his life, and you see the character development change within him. The reason why I say that it was kind of a drawback is because in this film, this is the big spoiler. I'm trying not to spoil so much, but there's not necessarily a villain in this film. There is, but he's not really big. You're probably thinking it's Cable. They fight Cable, but they reconcile their differences. Cable explains to them why he's there, and then they're basically on the same team. So he's not a villain in this film. But as I was saying, just the character change within Deadpool. Him, in the first film, just killing all the villains, all the bad people. And in the second film, him wrestling with killing the villains or letting them go. And he eventually lets them go. What I also like about this film is really Ryan Reynolds. He was made to play Deadpool. Ever since he played Deadpool in that Wolverine prequel, or that X-Men prequel with Wolverine Origins, that film, since he was on that screen for 3 to 5 minutes, you knew that he was the one to play Deadpool. He did a really great job in the his first Deadpool film, and he did a good job in the second one. So he does a really great job at playing Deadpool. Another actor I like to give a shout out to is Josh Brolin. I mean, this guy has been busy. This past spring, he played Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, which is by far the best villain ever to be in the MCU, but now he's playing Cable, and he does a really great job playing the hero. I'm not going to necessarily call him like an anti-hero in this film. Once you watch the film and you hear his backstory, you're not going to think of him as a villain either, or even an anti-hero. But Josh Brolin did a really great job. I also liked the character Domino. I liked her power, the luck power. I did think it was getting ridiculous that her power was saving her, and it was like even helping her defeat her opponents. But I liked all the action scenes that she was in, as well as Deadpool and Cable. Like the action scenes in with those three characters were amazing. Another thing that really stood out to me in this film was when Deadpool was making a joke in the X Mansion about there's really only two X-Men in the film. There's kind of, in Deadpool, there's kind of like this third person awareness. Like he knows that he's in a film. And he points out that there's only two X-Men in the mansion and there's no one else. And like the hidden joke with that is that, long story short, there's this big deal going on with 20th Century Fox, Disney, NBC, and Sky News, and Disney's trying to get the rights to all the Marvel characters back so we can get Deadpool in the MCU, or we can get the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. And you know, when we get the Fantastic Four, we get Galactus, Annihilus, Kang the Conqueror, Doctor Doom. I believe we can even get some Skrulls and more of the Kree. And with Fantastic Four, there's the Super Skrull. So hopefully that deal works out. Since this is a Deadpool 2 movie review, I'm not going to get into much detail about it, but that was just the hidden joke in there, and that's what I wanted to bring up. Overall, I like this film. The reason why I like the previous one better is because I think it was more story driven. He gets his power through this freak accident. He wants to get revenge on the guy who did this to him, and to me it was more story driven versus Deadpool 2. The story's a little scattered. First he's gonna settle with his girlfriend. She dies, but then like he wants to kill himself so he can be with her, and then he wants to protect this kid. And so like the plot wasn't really consistent in this sequel, and that's what kind of held it back to me. Even Cable kind of came out of nowhere. They didn't really set Cable up. He just like kind of just appeared. But other than that, this film is worth seeing. You will laugh when you see Deadpool 2. It's really good, and so are the action scenes. They can be a little bit gory. There's a lot of swearing, but there are some like really good fighting scenes in this film, and that's what I like too. So that's all we have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have you seen Deadpool 2? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, go to the description box and go to my links. I have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn link down there. Just click on those links and you can follow me on the social media platforms. And all of you have a great day.